My name is Fabian. I'm a senior here at Baruch. I'm a CIS major and a new media arts minor. Some of my hobbies are watching anime, listening to podcasts, and reading, playing basketball as well. So the interest that I have in sustainability is one that I think is very warranted because of the current state of the world that we live in. The world is a place that I live in, and it's a place that in the future when I have kids, my kids are also going to live here. So I just want to make sure that the world is a healthy place when they're born into it. I know that if you are born into an unhealthy environment, it's more likely for you to develop disabilities and breathing problems and heart problems, things like that. So I just want the world to be a safe place for when my kids are born into, they can be as healthy as possible. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm a CIS major and a new media arts minor. So with that, I learned a lot of different software. I learned how to code. I know how to do C++. I know HTML. I know how to use the Adobe Creative Suite as well. So I know how to use Photoshop to edit photos. I know how to use Premiere to edit videos. I also know how to use Animate if I wanted to animate a video of my own. So those are a few of the technical skills and past experience that I have. So the world today is facing a lot of challenges. One of the most important ones is the carbon dioxide emissions from all the cars that we see almost everywhere we go. Even though it is New York and there's a lot of ways to get around via the transit system, a lot of people have cars and there's always traffic. There's almost always traffic wherever you go. So all those cars and all the carbon dioxide is building up and it's destroying our atmosphere. The problem with plastic is also a serious problem. We see videos of turtles and animals like that getting trapped in plastic all the time online. And we also see plastic bags and plastic bottles being built up in the oceans and destroying the natural habitat that the fishes and the oceanic wildlife have. So with the technology that we have today, technology can be a very useful thing if used for the right reasons. We know that there's been a recent surge in the use of electric cars. If you start to use electric cars as opposed to the gas-powered cars, that will have a positive impact on the environment, and those cars would also use up less fossil fuels because they're powered by electricity rather than gas. As far as the plastic problem goes, we can create technologies and materials that solve the same problem, but at the same time they solve they're used for almost the same thing. So you can use materials that aren't as harmful as the environment, but you can still use them for bags and cups and bottles. IT can be used as a tool to help mitigate some of these problems and try to come up with better alternatives for a lot of things that we are already using today. The reason I chose to take Green IT as a class was because it sounded interesting, and I always wanted to know of more ways that I myself as a CIS major can use technology to better the environment, to better the earth, and to make the earth a safer place for me and for the people that will live here in the future. So one thing that I want to learn from this class is being able to use my CIS major in a way that will help better both myself and society. I want to be able to use the skills that I know and put it to use in a way that would really make a difference, both as an individual and for creating technologies that other people can use to make differences as well. Thank you.